Welcome back to Under Oath. I'm Attorney Jeff Kaufman, sitting here with my law partner, Craig Lynd. 30 years of law, 30 years of way too much chest hair, 3 years of a lot of things.
No, I didn't used to wear shirts like this when we first met.
Well, because you were a little...
I was all buttoned up. I used to have the suspenders.
Well, you know why.
I had the bow tie.
You weren't big sexy back then. You were just kind of big.
I was big country back then.
Yeah, because he used to lift stuff. He still lifts stuff, but he lifts up faster than he used to.
Yeah, that's true.
He was all about the weight back then. He goes, what'd you lift today? Volkswagen.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that your whole life.
No.
Your joints start to wear out on you. So
But here's the thing.
Got to ease back as you get older.
Well, you're also getting injured in weird ways.
Oh, really? You're going to bring that up?
Yeah, I'm going to bring it up.
This is
I'm gonna bring it
fodder
up.
for the show?
Well, there should be. We sponsor a bowling league, not just like a team, but the whole league. So I normally have to go out to every one of these. I've gone to like 24 of them.
Well,
how many times have you
They
gone?
come for you, Jeff.
No, but how many times?
Everyone wants to listen. You're very gregarious.
Oh.
Everyone loves meeting you.
You think our fans know what gregarious means?
You make an amazing first impression. People love you. They love you, Jeff. They're like your fans when you go there. I'm just kind of getting in the way when I go.
Is this a thing for you now?
What are you talking about?
You know, I can't, instead of arguing, I'm just going to give him compliments till he shuts up.
Well, you know it's true.
Like you think I fell off a turnip truck.
You know it's true.
No, I don't.
No, you're using...
They all want to see you. Everyone wants to see the big guy.
Not funny.
They go, hey, is Craig here?
Funny.
Is Craig here?
I don't command audiences into my comic club to the tune of, what do they pay to see you, Jeff?
I don't know.
$20, $25?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Depends on
paying to see me.
Opening. Oh, they pay to see you.
No one's paying to see me.
Oh, come on. Mr. Florida Health 2024? Was that right? Did I get the year?
2024? Yeah.
You should see it. We got these pictures. You know, Craig is brown.
What was
it's
the
amazing.
name of what was the tan stuff they put on you? Oh my goodness.
Craig, they said, what color do you want? I would prefer mocha.
Yeah, it was pretty dark.
You were dark, man. You're the darkest guy from South Dakota I ever met.
Yeah, they spray paint that stuff on. That is nothing.
But let's get back to the serious injury, the bowling injury that you suffered.
Isn't that sad?
And he goes bowling without us. Without us. He went with his kid, which is a requirement, I guess. But we bowl every Wednesday night, which he's done one of these. But he says he should have lied to me and said, hey, I got hurt. I tripped over a stair.
I should have.
He got hurt bowling? And then I said, have you tried the other hand?
I'm 6'2", 220 pounds. I work out 5-6 days a week minimum. And a 12-pound bowling ball kicked my ass.
Oh, you roll with a 12?
Well, yeah. The other ones are too light.
What about
my
the bigger
thumb
ones?
won't fit into the other one.
The 16s?
They didn't have 16s where I bowl.
Was it?
Or maybe it was a 16. It was the heaviest one,
now
extra
it's a 16.
large.
That's the story.
I don't know. I thought it was 12.
It'll be a 25.
It doesn't
Next time
matter.
you tell the story.
Hold on. The point is,
a 25-pound ball.
It was under 50
they
pounds.
They custom made it for me because I'm so big.
You're missing the point. The point is, it was under 50 pounds, and it kicked the crap out of me. That's embarrassing.
Okay. Now, you know what's more embarrassing? Being a doctor and doing what this doctor did. A Florida doctor was indicted after prosecutors allege he removed a patient's liver instead of his spleen during surgery.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, hold on. A liver instead of the spleen. Not like he had like a wrong kidney.
Well, hold on. I'm no doctor, so are they right next to each other, liver and spleen? Can we chat GPT that?
How about I'm willing to bet in the first year of med school, there's a test. They go, what is this organ?
Are they even the same? Like, are they the same size? Are they approximately the same size? Is this a mistake that any hustling doctor, like, hey, I got 5 surgeries today, I need to get through them all?
Do you think that a prosecutor's office would indict you if it was really similar? We can't even sue people if it would be really similar. The truth is, you can get sued simply.
What's the doctor's name?
No, I'm not doing it. I can't.
We got to.
No, I can't.
Well,
it's a Florida doctor. Look it up.
Go figure
Google
it out.
Google it.
All right. Well, they will.
I'm not mentioning the
doctor.
doctor's
They're going to leave our show to go do it.
Okay, good.
Which probably is mercifully
Watch this. Alexa, Florida doctor. Watch right now. Their Alexas are all going off.
Everyone's Alexas are going off.
Now they're going to get a bunch of penal doctors. Okay. Here's the deal. A lot of people don't realize medical malpractice requires you to have an expert to say that this doctor didn't ask reasonably.
Oh, yeah. So that happens a lot. So people will come up to me at the gym, at the movies, wherever I am, and they think you guys seem to think, and it's not your fault because you don't do it, so you wouldn't know. But it's not up to the attorney to determine whether or not you have a medical malpractice case. Really, it's really kind of up to the doctor. You have to have a doctor, same specialty, same field. Look at everything that happened, and that doctor has to say, oh, yeah, this is a breach of the standard of care. If you don't have that, you can't bring a claim in Florida.
Now, my stepfather's a doctor. I have a great appreciation for doctors. You know, he was one of the best hernia doctors on the planet for years, and he got sued every once in a while by somebody who said that he did wrong. He was never found responsible because they ruled that his actions are reasonable. Now, I don't like suing doctors, but let's give you a reason why.
Well, if we take out a liver instead of a spleen, that seems like a good reason.
This is a reason why doctors need to be checked. This wasn't his first time. He's screwed up before, multiple times.
Liver and spleen?
Oh, pancreas. He doesn't quite have the pancreas down.
Oh, my God.
Tumor from the digestive tract.
Is this somebody we allowed to come here from
no,
medical license from Russia or something?
No. Listen, no matter who comes in, they have to have the right credentials and they have to pass the test.
What medical school did this guy go to?
I don't know.
Can we find out?
It doesn't really matter.
I think it does.
No, it doesn't. This is obviously a personal issue.
They should do that.
No.
We could keep score all the medical schools in America.
By their malpractice cases?
Huh? Yeah.
But you have to realize most of them didn't learn how to operate. They learned to operate in their residency. They have to go to a hospital and learn their trades. But this guy can't tell the difference between certain organs. Now, the argument here was, well, there's a lot of stuff going on. You mean a surgery?
That was the actual argument?
Yeah, there's a surgery. Now, he's being prosecuted criminally. Now, people don't realize how big that is. Okay? Anytime a prosecutor can go, oh, that's a civil issue. You'll hear police officers will not arrest somebody. Oh, it seems like a civil issue.
They hate arresting people.
They hate it.
Prosecutors hate prosecuting cases.
Like this.
Yeah.
Unless they have him dead to rights.
Yeah. Standard of proof, so much more difficult to determine.
Did he try to hide it? Did he try to do these things? Now, I don't like suing doctors. It bothers me. But we've had cases where, they took out the wrong tooth. They did. Now, there are times that a doctor, for example, I had a foot issue and they had to cut something out. They marked the foot. They drew a circle on it. This foot. Big check marker, a star. I forgot what he did, but I was like going, why is he drawing on my leg? And I realized because people have done the wrong thing and they've been sued. And now the hospital says, hey, we're going to make it moron proof.
We're trying
Do not operate on the foot without the star attached to it. We're trying to make it
moron proof.
And I think it's absolutely stupid, but thank God lawyers exist. And people go, well, that's ridiculous, until somebody cuts out your liver by accident.
Yeah.
And I got bad news. You only got one of those. Could you imagine waking up and your liver's gone?
What do you do when you don't have a liver?
Well, the non-functioning ones are on dialysis.
Do you just have like a fake? Do they put like a fake one in?
No, you're on dialysis. You have to be stuck to the machine.
What, like every day?
If you don't have a liver at all, probably. And the problem is this guy died.
Oh, wow.
What's interesting in the criminal world, we have a 3-strike rule in a lot of states. Can't we have that for medicine?
I think we should have a 1-strike rule.
No, maybe 1 you could say, this was a problem.
Liver, spleen.
2, 3. I think 3 means you can't work no more.
Yeah, there has to be a line, right? There is no line right now, though. You could continue to commit malpractice after malpractice after malpractice.
It's like police officers who leave one place to go to another.
If you're looking up your doctor and your doctor has 9 licenses in 9 states, it's not like being licensed as an attorney in a bunch of states. That is a red flag.
Hold on, I don't know about that. He could be that good that he goes all over.
True.
There's certain plastic surgeons who do.
It's really good or really bad, and you should probably figure out which of those it is before you go.
I mean, the issue you're always going to hear, and this is, I think it's very important with medical malpractice cases. People die. Everyone dies. It's the one guarantee. I mean, is there any other guarantee in the world where they go, hey, you're going to die someday? No, I'm not. You're going to die. I don't care if you get frozen or anything else. You're going to die. So if you're in a hospital and your family is livid because you died, and it happens all the time, he died, he shouldn't have died. He was looking really healthy. You die in surgeries. Your body really wasn't meant to go through that trauma. And sometimes you die, or sometimes your immune system is weak, or there's so many different reasons why. And that's why when you come to us, the first thing we do is we say, all right, let's get this over to our doctors, our experts. And we get it to some serious doctors, and they'll go, come on, Jeff, this happens. And we'll go, good.
Yeah,
we tell them, hey, you don't have a case, but you have the right to go to somebody else. And every once in a while, there's some doctor who might be a lot more, let's say, lenient.
We had a case, if I can share a little bit of the details, this will shock some of the people in the audience. We thought we had a great dental malpractice case. But we still have to go through the procedure. We still have to have another doctor in that field, in this case a dentist, sign off on it, that they think that malpractice occurred. So we think we got this doctor dead to rights, because the dentist told the oral surgeon, you need to pull this tooth. And he went to the oral surgeon, and the oral surgeon didn't pull that tooth. He pulled the one next to it. And we were actually, this is
how is this not wrong?
How is this not wrong? Begrudgingly, we go and get our own dentist. We know it's going to be malpractice, right? Well, no. As it turns out, the oral surgeon did take out the tooth next to the one that the dentist told him to take out. But the malpractice was the dentist told the oral surgeon the wrong tooth to take out. Had he taken out the tooth that the dentist told him to take out, that would have been malpractice.
But then
on both of their parts.
But then it puts
the oral surgeon caught the mistake from the dentist, fixed it, withdrew the correct tooth, and saved everybody a whole lot of time, effort, and money.
You and I both know the one that we thought was the slam dunk, where somebody does something so egregious, you go, oh. Now, remember, we talked about that another doctor has to testify it's reasonable, that his conduct was unreasonable based on everyone else. I had a guy come to me, and his wife had surgery, and they left part of the scalpel in her.
Oh, part of the surgical instrument.
Yeah.
I remember this one, yeah.
And it caused her a huge amount of pain, everything else like that. And then they find out a month later that they left this piece in. She had to get a second surgery. It caused her a lot of rehab and everything else. And in my heart, I'm going, okay, we're solid. We go to our expert and tell us what the expert said.
The expert actually said that happens so often that these medical instruments break, that is not necessarily malpractice on the part of the doctor, that an instrument broke and he didn't realize it. At least immediately. We ended up turning it around a little bit because she went back a few times and complained. And what we did in that case is the malpractice was that you should have known that it's very common for these surgical instruments to break, and you didn't eliminate that first. So we did get malpractice, but going around the mountain instead of through it.
Now, we've done a lot of these. When I say a lot of these, I mean stupid amount of cases where we look at and we're going, okay, how did it play out in this other case? And that's what experience is. When you see something happen in another case. We had another case where a scalpel broke off, and we found out the scalpel was over 20 years old. And that the hospital should have taken it out of the system after, how many years? Was it
10 years?
10 years
is
the max.
In Florida, the usable life of an instrument, like a surgical instrument, is 10 years.
And the German company had said either was 7 to 10 with them. They said, listen, that's when you have to take it out.
Yeah.
So when we sued the German company over it and the hospital, the German company says, no, listen, they kept it in their system for 20 years. And then they destroyed the scalpel.
Yeah.
Now, there are attorneys out there who are going to say, well, that means they destroyed the evidence and you get the benefit. That is a benefit, but still we couldn't get past the 20 years for as far as the medical company goes.
Yeah,
but the hospital, of course, they were on the hook.
The German company got out, but the hospital didn't. So we're in good shape.
Could you imagine the German company losing their mind? It says on the thing, 7 years.
This is when we mailed it to you.
Yeah. That was no good. But that's just, how does a hospital make that mistake? You think they even
it's
think about
cost us?
it?
No, they specifically thought about it. It was too expensive to have a instrument tracking program. So,
and they wound up settling. But I guess the point is, when we look at all this stuff and you see these billboards where it says, I got $10 million, I got $50 million. Most of the time, those are the laydowns. You know, you and I both know when you get $10, $20 million, it's because the jury goes, okay, there's no question they were in the wrong, and we want to penalize these people. And that's what normally the big things are. They're penalties. They're not what the client actually deserves. It's a penalty. Like you see this in like the nonsense when somebody's upset about something. Oh, you said something that upset me. Oh, we're going to give you 50 million.
Well, you got to be careful with these billboards too, because sometimes you'll see a big number, 13 million, 17 million. And, the person that they sued and got a $17 million verdict against had a $100,000 policy. So what that means in practical terms is that plaintiff, they got 100,000, and whoever the defendant was probably ran over to bankruptcy court and discharged the rest of that debt.
Also, it's impossible to collect. Unless you have a client
against an individual, it's very difficult in Florida to collect a debt on individuals.
Because they're protected. Their property's protected.
You got homestead. You got all sorts of accounts you can stick money in, hurricane accounts, 401k, education accounts. You can have lots of money in all of these exempt accounts.
The sad thing that I've discovered, and you and I have discovered, is trying to explain to a client when they're seriously injured and there's only an insurance policy of, let's say, $10,000. And they go, well, let's go after him. And you're going, he doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
And you can't get it because it's protected. And the fact is, it is unfair. And right now in the Florida legislature, we're trying to change the law to force people to have enough coverage, 25, 50, 50, 100, to make sure that if you hit somebody, they're going to be taken care of.
They have in other states. Other states have minimum requirements. I think Georgia has 25, 50.
New York has 50.
Yeah.
So
New York needs it.
New York, but that's all medical.
Man, so you just sign a paper in a hospital and that's $20,000.
Yeah, hospitals can be rough. The most important takeaway from this is don't trust that the person who causes the damages has insurance. Make sure you have enough uninsured motorists to cover. So when the person has, like, let's say a cheaper policy, like I don't want to put down shack insurance. That makes me feel bad.
The general?
Yeah.
I don't think, do they even sell bodily injury?
They probably do.
I think they give just like the Florida minimum.
But I would say 9 out of 10 cases we have with the general, there's no insurance to cover your
And
issues.
watch out for this term when your insurance agent says you have
full coverage.
Full coverage. Full coverage
means nothing.
Doesn't mean full coverage.
Means
at
you're
all.
licensed
It
to
means
drive.
You have the bare bones minimum required so that you can drive.
And that just means that you have PIP.
Yeah. You do not have bodily injury necessarily when you have, quote, full coverage.
And you don't have uninsured motorists. So these cheaper insurance where they go, we could get you on the road for $90.
That's full coverage.
Oof.
Full coverage, $90. Wow, that sounds
minimum. That's what that means. So be careful. Always get an uninsured motorist, and don't trust your insurance guy when he goes, this is full coverage. Ask him, does this cover bodily injury and uninsured motorists? Big deal.